What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video of Apex 101. So in this video we're going to talk about pick and ban. So pick and ban, it's there's strategy, but honestly when it comes to talking about, before we talk about strategy, I think it's more about, so let's talk about the ban first. When we have to ban our opponents' heroes, strategy is important, like I said before, but it's more like you ban the heroes that you're not comfortable against with, like for example the ones that you think is broken, or the one that you lack the matchup knowledge, and the one you just feel like I always lose this character. I still want to face this character. So usually first ban is one ban each before you pick your character. So usually I just pick the most common Apex meta box right now. This is like 99% or 90%. You'll see something like this. You'll probably see a couple different ones, and then there'll be another top tier, like for example Sakura. There could possibly Bernhard. There's gonna be like Claire right here, but it doesn't matter. So that's not an important point. So now when you see, like before the game start, pick ban phase, you're gonna look at this and it'll be like, alright, so we're gonna count. So first we need to kind of figure out how many tanks are there, how many healers, how many mage, how many flyers, how many AoE damager, how many like single DPS are out there, and what is your own strat. So everyone has different strats, so there's no point in me like trying to explain it over here. You'll be like, okay, so my team, for example, so this one usually I would ban Listo because she's just so, like this box here, Listo, Sarita, Leonhardt, Yulia, like they are just too strong. They're like OP and they're pretty brain dead. They're basically, they get in and then they win kind of characters. So you probably don't want to face all four of them. At most you maybe want to face one, like two or one, but ideally you don't want to face them, right? Because it's just so strong. So let's say first my ban would be Listo. Okay, so now we both ban one character. Now we both choose one character. We're not going to talk about the choosing phase. We're going to talk about the banning phase. So now I ban that. So next, let's say so usually, most likely, so in this box, I'm going to go back. So now you see two tanks, 1, 2, 3, 4 healers, and then now you see 1, 2. Well, this can be a mage, but my class is not a mage. I don't have her built. And then now you see an assassin, AoE dealer, single shot. So you'd be like, okay, single shot / AoE. So you'd be like, okay, debuffer, AoE. So you really have to think like, what am I weak against and what am I comfortable against? So that's the important. So for me, I would be like, okay, I still want to deal with her because she's just so stupid and she's brain dead. She gets in and then she can just turn the game around. So no, I don't want to deal with that. Okay, now, so most likely they're going to pick their least, the role that they least have, which in this point is to healer. So if you are comfortable against both tanks, I'm not healers, I mean tanks. So if you're comfortable against either of the tanks, you can start off and build banning one tank. So it forces them to ban, pick a tank. If you don't even want to risk against, like, if you do this, they can play off tank, but most likely they'll pick a tank. Playing off tank is like, there's ways to counter it, and it's kind of risky, but anyway, so the basic is usually you want a tank, healer, like I said in the first video, you want all those roles. So anyways, if you do that, then you'll force them to pick a tank. Now you have a choice to ban 2 heroes now. Well, they probably picked one already, one of the tank, right? Like I said. Now you have 2. You're like, oh, I don't like these 2, so I'm gonna ban these 2. So now they have to pick, pick one of the characters. So most likely when they have to pick, they either pick their strongest, or they pick one that works like compatible with their tank, like the faction wise, or their synergy, right? So now let's say their strongest Leonhardt. I'm gonna pick Leonhardt. Okay, remember now he picked Leonhardt. Now you'll be like, alright, so now you have 2 options. You're gonna pick the the one that you know, make him even stronger, or one that'll possibly threat you even more on top of Leonhardt. For example, I think Iris with Leonhardt's teleport, that makes it like even more OP. Or you'll think like, oh, Joshua can faction buff. On top of that, the faction buff makes his AoE even stronger. Now it's like, oh shit, I don't want to deal with that. So you can do like one healer, one here, and then you can take another one. I don't know. I think Yulia is also dumb, so okay, let's take out Yulia. So now at least next you'll be like, okay, there's 4 healers. He's not going to choose healer right now. So you didn't force him to choose a healer. So he's not going to choose a healer. Otherwise, it's stupid. So your other guy is going to choose another DPS that works out with Leonhardt or the tank. So anyway, so in this case, he chooses another. Well, there's no, like, because I banned Yulia, it's not really common that he's going to choose Elwyn, because Elwyn can only buff Yulia in this case. But as Luna, you can also buff your remaining healers, and even, you know, Rachel or whatever, right? So there's that. You can kind of make them choose. Like, you can kind of use strategy to make them choose their team. So now they're going to choose, so now you have another 2 ban. You probably want to choose ban 2 healers now. Because now if you ban 2 healers, it forces them to pick one of the healer, unless they don't want a healer. But if you do that, you can kind of look, now you can kind of think of their team. So their team right now is Luna, a tank, and Leonhardt. So they can both be single target, like very heavy. So you probably be like, okay, attack blessing on them would be too strong, and with Iris teleport it's too strong. I don't want to deal with this. But these, they're kind of like dispel and then give them another axe. So maybe it's less threatening to your team. So you can you know let them pick that. Now they pick one healer. So this you can ignore. At the worst case, they'll pick another healer, which usually, you know, it depends on their composition, right? And then now you can ban 2 more that you don't like. So I just don't want to deal with any DPS, because now I have on your team, let's say you have Chloe or you have Liana, so you're pretty comfortable against Bozo's debuff and stuff. So that's one strat. So next one would be let's just choose back the team quickly. Okay, let's choose any healer. Let's choose this. Alright, we can do this. No, there's no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, I knew I have an extra. Okay, now let's look at this one. Okay, you know what? Take out this one and let's split. So I'm busy now, bro. So now you can also look at when you look at this, if you like, again, you can ban healer first, you can ban tank first. If you ban healer first, let's say you ban healer. If they have 3 healers, no, actually do this. Now you see there's only 3 healers. 1, 2, and 3. So in the first ban pick phase, if you ban the healer first, if you see 3, there's a chance that they have to pick their healer now. So if they do that, okay, they pick their healer. Now you can ban 2 heroes. You can just ban both tanks. Now they have no tanks. So you see what I'm saying? Like, there's all kinds of these kind of strategies. You have to see what they don't have. You can try to ban them because they don't have enough. It forces them to pick something. Now you're more comfortable. You'll be like, okay, I'm kind of controlling your team now. Because sometimes if you see, like, they pick AoE and then another AoE and then someone who can make AoE stronger, like Fornan, I think that's her name. Fornan, yes. Now you'd be like, oh, okay, this guy's does like AoE strat, so I don't want to deal with too much AoE. Then you just keep banning those. So that's pretty much it. And then now we're talking about counter picking, of course. So let's say if you see a demon, if you choose a holy unit against demon, that'll work, or you need someone with dispel, etc. So those comes to matchup knowledge. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about so there's also player 1 and player 2 that you kind of really have to learn about. So I'm gonna just quickly show you guys what I mean. Okay, let's do this one. I'm just gonna do it really quick into the game. So there's also player 1, player 2. So those bans are very important as well, player 1 and 2. Because player 1, you move first in the turn 2. Even turn 1, you move first. So whenever you... Oh, that'd be next. So you have to know who to ban. For example, if they have Leonhardt, you player 1, you kind of want to ban Leonhardt like pretty early. Leonhardt or Teleport. So these two might be your earlier ban, because let's say if they move Leonhardt last and Teleport, which means they act first. So basically they have two moves at the same time. Move Leonhardt last, and then Leonhardt moves first. Now you basically have to eat the AoE. So when Leonhardt is in player 2, he's less scary. So usually in player 2, I don't ban him first. And yeah, if that makes sense. So that I'll cover more about the player 1 and player 2 phase kind of a strategy in the next video. So I hope this helps. It might be kind of hard, like so much to remember, so definitely try to rewatch it again if you find this helpful. Other than that, I think I pretty much cover all. Just really depends what you're comfortable against and what you're not comfortable against. If you feel like you chose let's say Landius and they have no mage on their team, you'll be like, okay, I'm pretty comfortable with no mage because now I can reflect a lot of damage. Or you'd be like, oh, I'm very weak, my magic defense is very, very weak, so I don't want to deal with that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Or if you see the other guy didn't pick their healer that can dispel, maybe your Bozo or even Lana's Black Hole would be very effective. So you have to think of those little stuff. So usually the pick ban phase already decides who has the upper hand. So yeah, that's it. I really hope this helped you guys. And there's I think less than 2 weeks before the season ends. So I hope whoever is trying to rush to Goal 3, this can help you. Any questions, always comment below, and I'm trying my best to answer them as soon as possible. Other than that, I think that's it. If you have any more questions or you think I didn't cover anything, I'm more than happy to answer you. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.